Okay, so Millie and I are out working on her leash stuff just at home still. She's not ready to start going and practicing in public because she is still working on just the basics here. She's had a long history of pulling, and it can take a long time to reverse that. So when you're practicing at home, I don't know how far we're going to get in the next couple weeks. We'll see. Sometimes they have a breakthrough, and sometimes not. So I don't want her leading any kind of walk. So if I'm standing still, I want her to be standing still with me. If she starts to walk away while I'm just standing here, I turn around and walk the other way. Let's go. Good girl. And I'll give her a treat for catching up. Good. And anytime she starts to walk ahead of me, then I'll turn around. Yes. I mean, she does pretty well here when there's nothing going on. If my daughter's even outside playing with her toys, like riding her bike or, throwing rocks or any kind of minor distraction, I lost her. And she's all over the place. So we're slowly working up our distractions. She's just like sniffing stuff. So let's go. Good. We're slowly working up some distractions. But it's really, she gets quite distracted with literally anything. So we're working on that. So too far ahead. Let's go this way. Good. So I'll tell her this way when I switch directions. It's not as hot anymore. It's sort of the end of it's kind of evening time. Good girl. Yes, that's nice. Yes, that's nice. So I'm feeding her kind of behind me. Not in front and not right directly beside. Looking at my cat, so we're going to turn this way. Let's go. You're not sniffing the ground there. I know, I just picked up some garbage there. Yes. Good girl. Yes. So I found these little sardine treats that have been okay on her tummy. So they're not her favorite. Cheese is probably more. But she crossed in front of me. We don't do that. So come on back. Come on with me. So I'm just leading her around with my hand. Get her back into position. And when I stop, I'm going to have her sit. Good. Let's go. I'm still doing lots of treats with her, and I recommend that you continue to do that. And walking in quiet places. Yes. Good. And if she looks back and checks in with me, she gets treats right away for that. So treats for this. Yes. Any of that eye contact. Good. Slow down. Too far. Let's go this way. Yes. Good dog. Good dog. This is an improvement. But by this point, I like to be able to start taking the dogs out in public, and she's really just not there. Like, see how she wanted to go sniff over there, and she's still trying to drag me over. Even though, we've been very clear that we're not going to do that. So, but she has, she's got a couple of years of history of, a year of history of dragging already. So, too far. Back here. Good girl. With me. Nope. With me. Good. Over here. There we go. And I find this lead is pretty good for dogs that like to drag. It gives a bit of feedback. Too far. This way. Good girl. Here we go. So she's checked out again. She's looking at my cat now. Yep. Good girl. Just like I said, minor distractions. This is like a cat that she's been around for almost 2 weeks. And she's still finding him super distracting on walks. And he's literally on every single walk with us. But see how she's walking? Like, look at her face. See how her ears are up and her forehead's crinkled? I don't want her to see that when we're just walking around at home. I would like to see her looking more relaxed. I don't want to see any of that behavior, like that scanning the environment. Like, it's okay to do it like that once. She's like looking, and then she turns. That's fine. But I don't want her walking the whole time. So you'll see the further she gets ahead of me, the more it turns. As soon as she gets to a certain distance, let's go. Her face turns. Yes. And then her ears go back when she's focused in on me. Kitty's right here. No, let's go. You're not dragging me over to say hi to the kitty. Thank you. So like normally I like to practice like with the other dogs running around, or like my other dog walking with us, but she's just really not there yet. And small distractions are still really hard for her. So you may need to continue going to quieter places just to get it so that to the point where she's not dragging at all. But I still want you walking her every day, but just not taking her to busier places. No dragging, thank you. This way. Good girl. Good girl, this way. So I'm using the words this way to tell her to turn around, like we're changing direction. This way. And if she hits the end like that and she's trying to drag me, let's go. I'm pulling her back. She's not allowed to gain that. She's not allowed to gain that space. Okay. Anytime she drags towards something, she loses that space. She doesn't get it. She doesn't get to go forward. And if she gets a step on me, she takes 2 or 3 steps back. Super strict about that. Leave it. Good. Here. Like, this is obviously much easier to train when you have a puppy and not, oh, I gotta do a poop, and not a full-grown dog. So we're backtracking the training because she's learned to pull.